Right, Shalom, I giving all praise unto Bashima Shaba Shibuko Hakorash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and our honest brothers will be pushing these truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And above everybody are coming out here to give you this truth for the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashima Shai Bashimuko Hakorash. Giving all praises unto Yahweh Bashima Shai Bashimuko Hakorash. It's going to be a relatively quick video, and this is going to be a little bit of an intro to a video I hope to do a longer version of sometime this week. And the hypocrisy of Esau with the categorio, the stigmata that he puts upon specifically the Negro and Hispanic man of being tyrants, of being criminals, of being degenerates, okay? And it's falsely put so when he is the real criminal and real degenerate upon the face of the planet. So I'll get some information, Lord's will, together and go through the book of Ezekiel sometime during this week and just go into that spirit, man. Go into that spirit. Bring some facts out. Bring some information out. Compare the violence that you see amongst Jake, which we understand that's the curse of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai that he's put upon us, and compare it to the violence that Esau's wrought upon the face of the earth. Because when you see and you compare the numbers of World War I, World War II, you compare the numbers of the people that was massacred out there within Africa, India, Jakes that was dropped within North America. They claimed the land to be their own, right? Just a bloodbath upon the face of the earth. And how Esau has enslaved everybody and called the earth his, and he did that by way of blood, but still has the audacity to say that he is the guy that needs to be the right guy. It's like, bro, this is totally hypocritical and totally a false narrative. You're not the good guy in this movie. And that's really the greatest trick that the devil's played. He convinced everybody that he was an angel, like the scriptures say, if he maketh himself to be an angel of the Most High. Roughly paraphrasing that particular scripture, man. He really positioned himself to be the good guy in this world. You watch the movies, whether it be Avatar, the Edomite goes up in there as if to say, just some Edomite that doesn't know the culture, okay? Doesn't know the culture, doesn't know the was it Torok Mato, yeah? He doesn't know the beast, and he's able to tame the beast just in a short amount of time. It's ridiculous, okay? That's totally ridiculous. He's always the outsider coming in, and he's gonna give you the civilization that you've been desperately waiting for. But when you look at the practical impact of the rulership of Esau, the scripture says that the nations have become mad, and that couldn't be more correct. Okay, when you look at Moab right now, totally bugged out their mind, trying to be an Edomite. Moabite women coming out here to the west. I was talking to my brother about this, man. He was saying, man, he would never date, he would never be with a woman, a Moabite woman that's coming to England and become westernized, because they're totally enamored with the image of being an Edomite woman. Okay, they totally want to be an Edomite woman, but what does the Edomite woman represent upon the face of the earth? Is it Christian Judeo values that they try to portray? No, she's drunk in a pub somewhere, man. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. She's married and she's in a toilet somewhere getting rammed in by her co-worker. This is the reality of English culture out here. I'm gonna tell you this firsthand, man. This is the reality of English culture out here. Dudes are getting cheated on in the workplace, bro. Right? When I say in the workplace, I'm not saying by somebody from work. I'm talking about in the workplace. She's gone to work and she's getting rammed in the toilet. And that's supposed to be the symbol of righteousness upon the face of the earth as it pertains unto feminine qualities. Right? That's a farce. But you got the Moabite woman coming up into the English land, and she wants to be that. Okay? She wants to be that. You got people out here, Arab man, the Indian man. They come here, they want to be a version of an Edomite male. But what's the Edomite male into? You speak to these Edomites, man, they'll come out with stuff that you're just like, wait, what? You're into what? Okay, you're into what? You want to get Alizade? Is that guy's, that's that guy name? Yeah, that's the guy's name, man. Okay? You want to get Alizade with the DILDO. That's what these men are on. Okay, what do they call it? I don't know the terms that they use, man. They'll get a woman to put a silicone thing around them and you know, they get Allah's age, man. That's what these Edomites is on. And you got it to where Ishmael's gonna come up in there, he's gonna hold Esau up to a standard. But even way more than that, it's the killing, right? It's the killing. They're gonna push everybody out here like they're the bad guy. These immigrants are coming out here, they just perpetuating terror all over the place. But wherever you've been, okay, and I gotta get the numbers up. Now, hopefully I get the opportunity to get the numbers up during the week. Iraq, this dude tried to justify Iraq, Tony Blair. This guy should be tried as a mass murderer, right? This guy should be tried as a serial killer, committed genocide. Go back historical. Look at Zimbabwe. Look at South Africa. Look at India. Look at the Native American Indians. Look at all around the world. Esau's done. Look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. How much people he's dropped. He's the biggest, baddest gangster up on the face of the earth. But Jake's just the worst, right? Jake's just a criminal. He's just gonna pull out a knife and kill a whole bunch of people. No, that's you, man. To the end, the scripture says within the book of Revelations, the 6th chapter, around about the 4th verse, when this guy was going to come into power, he was going to take peace away from the earth. He had a great sword. He was going to take peace away from the earth. And indeed, this earth is not at rest, man. People ain't at rest. People ain't rest. And another element of this video I'm going to try to do during this week is we'll look at the amount of money that's spent in the pursuit of military superiority, okay? I'm going to look at that and we're going to see something, man. You're going to see how much money is going to be put towards just a jet. People think just a jet's going to go up there in the sky and, you know, okay, a couple million. Nah, bro. We're talking about billions and billions of dollars, right, to have air superiority. Aircraft carriers, it ain't just a thing that you're going to be able to do and just, oh, we're going to create an aircraft carrier. Our name is, what's this small countries that you have out there, like, I don't know, Iran or something like that. No, you need billions of dollars in resources in order to be able to achieve these particular things. You need billions in resources to put towards these things. And indeed, this guy has pursued this to take peace away from the earth. That's what Esau's been doing, man. Okay? That's what Esau's been doing. So we're going to read a little bit of this within the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter and the 9th verse. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So he done led the whole world into being a slave to a job. And ultimately, you're going to be a slave to the CHIP pretty soon, okay? That's what's going to happen. Right? But beyond that, right? Prior to that, you've been a slave to debt. You've been a slave to mortgages. You've been a slave to your loans, student loan, all of this. You've been a slave to these particular things. So, like the scripture says, he that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword, Revelation 6:4, he had a great sword, and he took peace away from the earth. He that killeth with the sword, that the scripture saith, must be killed with the sword. That's what the scripture saith. So what's going to happen unto the red Hebrew Edomite Esau? What's the ultimate end-all be-all of Esau? The ultimate end-all be-all of Esau is the Most High is going to wipe him up for the face of the earth, okay? He tried to save his life by destroying everybody. What's going to actually happen is that he's going to be destroyed. He's going to be the one that's going to be taken out of the earth. And ain't going to be any Edomite remaining pursuant to the book of Obadiah, the 1st chapter and the 18th verse. So that's the video. Hopefully it's been of edification. Without more praise, without more say, all praise unto Yahweh Shemashah, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and the honest you was brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.